From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The 0-1. Line drive, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
That's the ball.
Just underway from Tropicana Field. That's ripped into the outfield. He's got it. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases, and so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
The 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A two-run homer, his 7th home run of the season. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Alonso in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Ball. That's
Since
down.
debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
1 out, runner at second. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
Batting 6th, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
No, ball.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Next offering is downstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
That's low. That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. .3-0 down. And that's in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Alonso at second with 2 down. On the ground, base hit into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Just goes down and gets it. Looks like it's a breaking ball, but he's so good. Went down and got it.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Foul ball there. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays nothing. It's an back now in Tampa Bay, and getting the start for Baltimore, Felix Bautista. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Leading off, Chandler Simpson. And it's fouled away. In the dirt,
that's low.
ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Zach Eflin appears to be getting loose. Povich, the lefty, warming up as well. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Up the middle, the sliding play it short to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Runner on the move, pitch misses, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second.
Ball.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Bautista checks the runner. Simpson back on a dive. The 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
First baseman, Jonathan.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's going to be Jonathan Aranda right through there for a strike.
A runner at 3rd with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Diaz around 3rd. Relay throw home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Drops one down in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Caminero around third. He will score. It's 3-all.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Hunter Fiducia, the next to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Oh. That one lifted to left. And that's the inning. So they get 3 and draw even. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. The O's lead this thing. New inning getting started. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. Swinging a foul straight back. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Looking for his first big league hit right here. Tied up here in the early going. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Enrique Bradfield Jr. with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy worked so hard and had to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
First and second, 1 out. Gunnar Henderson, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. That one outside.
Ball
1. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you pretty much count on him to stay.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. His 11th of the year, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 6-3.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Right side, Palacios. And 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Alonso in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now 6-3. Back now, and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second, Zach Eflin. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
And leading off for the Rays, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Heck one.
Mullins working through some struggles lately. Swing and a bouncer. Holiday in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Shortstop Carson Williams.
No, that's down.
Love seeing a
Ball.
player come through in the clutch moments, Boog. I'm sure his teammates appreciated him sending them home with the W.
Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Up
That is an
next for the
excellent
Rays,
pace.
Left fielder Chandler
So the Rays
Simpson.
batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson digs in now. A single and a run scored and a walk.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Swing and a ground ball to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for Tampa, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Ryan Mountcastle.
And that drops in for a strike. That one fouled off. Slice to right, and it stays fair. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman
Tough
Jackson
game for him so far,
Holiday.
Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Tag. Safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Well, he's had a hard time getting into a rhythm. He's not been able to repeat his good delivery, and that's why we're seeing the ball sprayed all over the place. That right there is just an example of how tough it's been for him today.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
That one's upstairs. Ball 1. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. And one away at the top of the 3rd.
Up next
And
for
here's
the
a look at
Orioles,
how he's
center
using his
fielder
pitches in this
Colton
one.
Cowser.
So now with one away and a man at second. Colton Cowser, the next to
missed.
hit
That's
for
the
the
ball.
Orioles.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
He was all over that
Up
one.
next
There's
for
nothing
the
cheap about the way he
Orioles,
got that one through the
Samuel
infield. That was
Basallo.
ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Heck
Right
one.
down to shoot. That's strike 1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder
Enrique Bradfield Jr. getting ready to hit. A little bit low.
That's the ball down.
1. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2. On the ground right side, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Up with it, fires to first.
He's out of there.
That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 7 and the Rays 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Liner snagged it first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. That's to third. Westberg out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Rays held in check here. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward.
Ball low.
In the air, right field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Caminero takes it in for the out. 2 away. Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one. Westberg, 27 years old. He made his major league debut in 2023, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Bottom 4 and stepping in for the Rays. Johnny DeLuca.
Right fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Here.
In the air, left field. And there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here.
The Orioles leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Takes it in for the out. And now Hunter Fiducia. He's 0 for 1.
Hunter Fiducia.
Out towards right center field. Holiday under this one. And that is that. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're down 4. It's 7-3. All set for the start of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
This to third. Sends it across to first. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Second baseman Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one
That's
close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. To third, Caminero. Zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they still lead it 7-3. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping for the Rays, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Nope, ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up. Mountcastle under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rays, shortstop Carson Williams.
Down, ball.
The Rays down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. A solo shot. And they're chipping away. It's 7-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's singing. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Simpson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Man, that got him square in the mask. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Holiday throws to first in time.
Up next for the Rays, designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Ball.
Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. That is the inning. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now a 7-4 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Can I tell you about the sun? Can I make you believe that in the summer when it burn, it don't burn out the leaves? Look at me staying on keeping the healthiest sheen. That's how our function could be. Start this production with me. We can mark time with a band. Music composed with a jam. The sun is shining on some L-O-V-E, love. And that's word to plug to JD Dub. My round is door. And now heat reside way past sun. And we love sun, that's everyone. But can you let your hair down?
Now pitching for the
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen.
32,
Steven Matz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Cowser leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball.
Gets him to chase after that one. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Cowser wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Foul ball. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Out to short. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Enrique Bradfield Jr.
Enrique Bradfield Jr. now at the plate, 1 for 2. Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
That's off
Ball.
the mark. 3-1 now. Curveball over for a called strike.
That big curve inside is a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. And that'll do it. Orioles held in check there. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Povich.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Went with the sweeper for the strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Kittredge also getting ready. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Taps softly to the right side, but it kicks foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Holiday takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside, almost got him. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the
Now
Rays,
it's the right fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Oh, 1 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Two on, 1 out. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
On a line. Snags it on the run. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ducha in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Base hit into center field. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Two on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. Henderson gets under it, and that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 7-5. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner takes off. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Inside and hit him. And now the bases are loaded.
The Orioles, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. To the plate. Save! It's 8-5.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Mountcastle wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Orioles trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Stays alive. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
No, that's up.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Off balance feed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Orioles 8, the Rays 5. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Rays, shortstop Carson Williams.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
This one in the air, center field. Cowser coming on. He's got it, And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Rays, left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Inside,
That's a ball.
just missed. Line drive, base hit.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 down. Next to hit, Yandy Diaz. Step off, throw to first, and he's back safely.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
Runner takes off, ball outside.
That's the ball.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man at second. Ripped on a line to center. Cowser moving under it, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Up next for the Rays, first baseman, Jonathan Aranda.
Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Up the middle, and that one handled. Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cade Povich gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for Baltimore,
Yennier Cano
number
into the
78,
game. He has a
Cano.
great slider with tons of movement. So here's the cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero.
No, that's outside. Ball.
The Orioles trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 8, the Rays 6.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Rays,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
71,
8th. Cole Sulser.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Jackson Holiday.
Makes the catch, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Orioles,
2 outs, base is empty. Samuel Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. On the ground to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. One left for the Orioles. They lead at 8-6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Andrew Kittredge.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Hard work. No, that's hot.
Kittredge, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. Rips that one center field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Rays, second baseman, Richie Palacios.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's there. He's got it. Out. Number 2. Here's the catcher, Hunter Fiducia.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Rays, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Really important at bat coming up now.
And here is Carson Williams. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 run's in, and they hold the runner at third. Potential tying run 90 feet away now.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Andrew Kittredge won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Ryan Helsley.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
That misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. 1 runs in, fires to the plate.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive. Base hit.
move to first, and he dives back in safely. Yandy Diaz now. There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Diaz started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Pitch kicks away. The throw to third. He's in there. Simpson up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
2-2. Slider misses outside. Jonathan Aranda up next for the Rays. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, the Rays on top 9.
Now pitching for the
We're
Rays.
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Edwin Uceda.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's even up.
Ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Henderson, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. And there's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That's the ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Up next for the Orioles.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third
Westbrook.
base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. To second. Not going to get him. He's in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. There's a strike at the knees.
Get a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And the Orioles down to their final out. Here's Pete Alonso trying to deliver as the hero.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. Pete Alonso takes it deep, and they've rallied from 4 back. It's 10-9. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Ball.
Nice grab. Over to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Holiday stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a bouncer. Williams on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And some late inning drama here in the 9th as this homer gives them the lead. And the back and forth continues. It's 10-9 now. Back here at Tropicana Field and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Swing and a foul out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
1-run game, bottom 9. Popped in the air. Left field. Ward settles under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman, Junior Cabanero.
Fought off foul. And that one fouled off. That's a little bit low.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to short, Henderson. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Rays,
So 2 down, Richie Palacios. Next to hit for the Rays. Corner infielders guarding the lines. Trying runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Henderson. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
In a 1-run game as this one ends 10-9. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
We just pray that we get old. My is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the zone, calling my from jail, just praying they pick up the phone. Try to get to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach, young with a ghost. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I'm on the yacht, got my on the boat. I'm not like they wanna be broke. When it got cold, I wanted a coat. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some. I'm trying to be the richest little, you know. This paper get thrown, see who pick up the most. I was with mama, didn't know. This might be the realest I never wrote. I got it, just know it fit inside my